Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we just finished off GoFest 2022. I know that sounds weird considering we've already done GoFest videos, but as promised, Niantic delivered on day 3 of the event. Alright, so day 3 of the event snuck up on me because, I don't know, I guess I have this weird hang up now where you have lots of TV shows and movies that are split up into multiple parts, even like events, Super Bowl. Super Bowl is still one thing, one day, but like WrestleMania, if you're into wrestling, stuff like that is just getting split up into so much. You divide yourself so many ways into just giving certain things attention. We're constantly focused on, getting the best out of an experience. What ends up happening is everything wants your attention. Or when I say everything, I mean like media, entertainment wants your attention for their thing, and then you've got to circle back for everything else. Prime example, you probably are watching somebody else who does Pokemon Go videos before you watch mine, according to this algorithm on YouTube. But if you're interested in me talk more about the YouTube algorithm, there is a video up right now where I'm responding to somebody else to talk about the algorithm. But depending on your age, you may not want to look at that video. That out of the way, let's talk about GoFest again. GoFest promised more Ultra Beasts, and we did get them. So if you don't know what these Ultra Beasts are, there is also a video talking about them. There's 3 of them that we got to experience for the first time if you didn't do these mini GoFest events in other parts of the world. For example, they had one in Seattle, they had one in Japan, and they had one in Germany somewhere. Right? These Ultra Beasts are exclusive to certain regions. Now, we did get the first one that looks kind of like the jellyfish. We got that one. Everyone got that for GoFest if you played the first day, right? Or I think it was the second day. Yeah, Ree's Arrival, you got that one. And altogether, that in totals that takes up 4 of them. But the 3 that we got this time, you got them all in one day. You got them all. So I can understand now why they said, "Hey, let's do a 3rd day, and if you couldn't do the other 2 days, this is kind of a makeup day." I think that's really what they were going with. They were like, "Hey, from here on out, we're doing a makeup day, and it's going to be this." I enjoyed it. I didn't really get to do much of it. If you can tell, I was at Animal Park in Burlington, North Carolina. While I didn't like how the pictures turned out, where you got the chain link fence around some of these animals, it was a much better experience than I thought it would be. Some of these animals are small animals, large size cats. But a lot of the others we saw, which were also large size cats, tigers, lions, things of that nature. There weren't elephants or giraffes or rhinos. This wasn't an actual zoo I was at. But to see a fennec fox and a couple of these other things, it was pretty fun. I felt like I got my money's worth. So I went to do that ahead of GoFest, and I didn't get to link up with some of y'all like I did in the second day of the event. So I was excited. I was able to get Buzzwole. What's this other one's name? Phantasma or something. We need to go into the game and actually look. I know I took some screenshots. Okay. I said Phantasma. It's Pheromosa. And they all look like bugs for the most part. At least Pheromosa looks like a bug with the long antennas there. And then you got Buzzwole, who I was looking forward to, which is like a ripped, muscular mosquito. All right, but still has all the regular legs down there. Ripped arms here, but the regular, legs at the bottom. Very intimidating creature if you were to ever see something like that in real life. I don't know if I'd be like, "Yeah, you're my Pokemon." Maybe on a hot summer day. "Yeah, go get my boss," or something. I don't know. It's just a weird concept altogether. And then last we had Xurkitree, which is supposed to be some weird tree. It looked like some kind of emo-looking tree, like it could be a tree that's a fan of My Chemical Romance or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. And then we had a Pikachu that had some kind of scarf. That was new. But if I'm being honest with you, my expectations were low. So I did not get shinies like that. I mean, if you're watching this video early into the video, I got one shiny. Seriously, one. I played the entire time. I know I was driving for a lot of it, and I did have my gacha on most of the day. You know, incense on the whole time. Just wasn't hitting. And it makes me feel like at this point Niantic has done some programming to the game differently. Not only does the gacha seem to, if it encounters these shinies, as a higher flee rate because it's a gacha. You would think, hey, a shiny is an automatic catch for the most part. These things are running away and you're not noticing that you're getting them. At least that's how I feel, because I'm like, I did also play where I was throwing the balls regularly, so I didn't encounter any on it. Any of the ones that I manually spun the ball and did a great throw. Excellent throw. Nice throw. Not one shiny, but my gacha got a shiny Geodude. That was the shiny that I got. I'm happy for that. Again, expectations were low. My main goal for that day was to get the 3 Ultra Beasts. You did get to throw these Ultra Balls you couldn't use, or Beast Balls. I want to say Ultra Balls, because, you know, they're Ultra Beasts. They're actually called Ultra Balls. But anyway, you did get to throw these Beast Balls. And unlike the other events, you were able to invite people. I don't recall being able to bury any of them, but you can read you can see the footage on the side here, since my memory's foggy. But no, was not able to bury them to my knowledge. Maybe you were, but could only use those Beast Balls. And you were able to get 2 of each. They gave you some passes. The coolest thing that they did was they gave you this trainer box. The trainer box had storage, and it had item. So, item storage. So you could increase both of those up to 50, all in one box. And I think it was like 500 coins, maybe 550, something like that. It was very reasonable, because you get, not only did you get those 2 things, you got Pokeballs and something else. So I think for that amount, I'd say that was worth it, because you're spending, I don't know, 200 coins for each of those first 2 things. So that's 400, and then the Pokeballs themselves might be $1, and then you got a 4th item with it. So I was like, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. That's what I'm looking forward to right there. So I think I did that twice. So I'm hoping that in the future I'm not worried as much on storage, but you never know how that works out. It could play out to where, hey, you're still going to run out of space. That's how it always happens. You know, you look at previous videos and you're like, man, you didn't need to do XYZ to get rid of Pokemon to make storage before, and it's like, no, right there again. It's like choosing your children, getting rid of these 3 stars, and then you got to meticulously look. Does this 3-star have more on attack? Is that what I want, or more on defense? It's tough, man. It's tough. It just means that I need to get back into playing the Pokemon games. I need to get back into playing Brilliant Diamond, and I need to get back into starting out Arceus before November. So, but we'll get to that eventually. So I say that to say this. You had Shaman, and it felt like it was a different form, because if I didn't have Shaman already, I've clearly got a different form of it. I thought that maybe if you already encountered this Pokemon from GoFest, that you ended up getting Candy. Now, it's been so many, I say so many months, that was really what? It was sometime in July, like middle July or something like that. Or June, I feel like. It had to be June. So, you know, I'm just like, all right, I don't even remember who it was then. So it's really forcing me to open up the game and type in Shaman to see. So yeah, 2 shamans and 2 different forms. So there's an option here now I see to change forms. So you got the little hedgehog looking shaman, and then you got the traditional looking one that I'm used to seeing. So there's a land form. Now let's go over to the other one. Let's see what it says, what the other form is. Sky form. So sky form shaman is who we've got. So we've got both forms of those, and that's pretty cool. I'm sure there's advantages of both at some way, but I just aesthetically like the sky form. That's the only one I think of. I honestly don't even remember the land form from any artwork or any trading cards or anything like that. So it's cool to finally have that. It just makes me wonder if you just bought the pass for day 3, did you get the land form or did you get the sky form? You only get one, right? And that's what I really feel like. I was like, well, how can they charge for day 3 the same amount that they would for all of it? It's because, like I said earlier, this was like everything all in one. You got all the Ultra Beasts. You got chances to get shinies. I was really confused in the time because I thought it was like 11 to 5, and then it was actually like 10 to 5, but it was actually 10 to 6. Because let me be honest with you, there was a moment where after running my errands and doing other things socially, I was like, oh man, it's 4:30. I'm not going to be able to finish this. Will they allow me to continue playing after the event is over? That's what I was hoping for, because at 4:50, I was on step 4 out of 6 on Ree's research. So I can spoil it now, right? It's over with. Professor Willow is in outer space, and he's got a new design and everything. So there's going to be like a new research, like a season of light or something like that. We'll talk about that next video. But that's on the way, and there's supposed to be these other Pokemon with their evolution. So they look exciting. They look somewhat futuristic. So I'm sure the hype is there, built for that already. Ree, thanked you. You had more research from Ree. And I was on 4 out of 6, like I said, and I wasn't sure I was going to finish it. But Niantic has to do better other than increase the shiny rate, which, everyone's telling you to increase the shiny rate. Niantic has to stop doing this thing where they're like, hey, start out and catch Pokemon. And then towards the end, it's like hatch an egg, walk so many kilometers. I know it was only 1 kilometer, but it's like, dang, dude, I'm done for today. It's if you played it moderately, you might have already been playing for like 2-3 hours, and then you want me to get out here and walk more? I mean, I know they don't really care about what the weather is where you're at, but the walking stuff and the eggs, that needs to be first. Do that in the beginning, because if I'm really going to play, whenever that time is, that's going to be the first thing I get out of the way. But if I've already walked 5-6 kilometers, 10 kilometers, don't have me do it again. Don't have me do additional just to get through a step when we're pressed for time here. I can see if it lasted past the event, and maybe it did. But it's still annoying to have played and you're like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to take a break. And then you've got something like that. Those things are never fun. When you do that and then chain it around, or before or after, have like some battles, like Rocket or whatever it is, not fun. Those things need to be steps away from each other. And I get the logic. Hey, if you're actually walking, you're going to be near stops, so you can spin stops, and maybe some of them can be Rocket members. Okay, whatever, but get that out of the way early. It's very frustrating to have to do that towards the end. And if I'm being honest, I couldn't devote my whole day to Pokemon Go. Those days are long gone for me. I still give it my attention, but they should never be expecting that much from you to begin with, in my opinion. If you want to, be great and have, maximum amount of fun, sure, make that optional. But make it across the board if you've got kids and it's back to school time. I mean, I got a myriad of reasons why that was a bad idea, but it was what it was. Those are just small nitpicks. I'm not saying it was horrible or anything like that. I know some people have their own takes. But for me, those are the things I would have done better. I mean, obviously, the shiny rate But that goes without saying because I say that every year. Every year. Okay, so what did you guys think? How many more shinies than me did you get? Hopefully you got all of the Ultra Beasts because, well, if we're being clear, they're going to be regional still, as far as I know. I feel like Buzz will be U.S. and North America, and Pheromosa will be Europe and that region, and then you'll have Xurkitree, which will be in Japan, Asia, all of that area. I'm just realizing Xurkitree is like Circuit. That's why it's got the electricity and everything going on. That's my least favorite of them, but it is what it is. They did bring back other Pokemon too. Druddigon, or whatever his name is, the red and blue Pokemon, dragon type. That can also be shiny. And people kept inviting me to different things. Axew was like, I was over those things the first 2 days. I really wanted the Ultra Beast, as many of them as I could get. I really had to make sure I got that Buzzful first. Another player that's already level 50. He had that and some weird pose, and I've got to look and see if I can get that pose. Now, there's some real pose where he's like pointing up in the air and everything. And I feel like they had those poses and the other GoFest mini events along with the Ultra Beast kind of stuff. And I've got to find that. I know I can get the Obstagoon pose that was free, and I failed to get it during the community day. But I'm not paying 500 coins for just we're not doing that. But I will for that pose. I think I will. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I think I said everything that I needed to say in this video and showed mostly what I wanted to show. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Hopefully you liked my shirt. We got a new mic here, so hopefully I'm louder now. I would like to be louder now. See you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation!